Hi, I'm Jane Matthews, and I'm one of the directors of the World Divination Association. And I read runes, teach runes, and other systems of divination as well. Today, I am going to do a weekly read for all the signs on how to get the best for the week ahead from the 3rd to the 9th of January. If you all would like to comment your name and your sign below, one lucky subscriber will get a personal reading from me next week and go more into depth of to what they're going to have. So let's get down to it. If you could all comment your zodiac signs as well. And then the most popular signs I'll do in order of those next week. So let's see what's for Aries. How can Aries get the best out of their week from the 3rd to the 9th of January? So Aries, it looks like you're going to be having some kind of travel or looking at some kind of travel. There could be disruption occurring to the plans that you've got. What you're not really aware of is that things haven't been moving forward. Well, it is COVID times, isn't it? The way that you would like. And this could be to do with others. That's actually, it's leaving you feeling rather weakened in your own self. So you could be feeling rather vulnerable at the moment and looking to be moving forward and making plans to move forward and travel. But these could be getting heavily disrupted. It's something that is going to make you unhappy once it comes to fruition. And I think you really need to kind of look at the impact that others have upon you during the week. So to get the most out of your week, I would say it's kind of focus on others around you, focus on what you can actually do despite any kind of disruption. And if plans change, actually look at ways in which you can find some meaning and bring some happiness into your life. So look at what you can bring to fruition despite things being disrupted for you. Next up, I'm an Aries, by the way. We don't do well with being told things can't get done and plans can't get changed. We'll have Taurus next. So how can Taurus get the best out there week ahead from the 3rd to the 9th? So again, Taurus, it looks like you could actually, to get the best, it's about moving forward, moving on within your life, actually moving out those cycles that actually cause a lot of chaos. You're kind of coming out of them. So don't be drawn into chaos around you. Kind of harness that self-control within yourself. Actually, you bring things to fruition for yourself. And you might need to actually allow yourself to emotionally kind of have a bit more emotional ability. So kind of go with the flow that little bit more. And that'll help you actually drive yourself forward in the ways in which you want. And actually what you're unaware of or what you actually might be fearing is that actually when you're doing this and by actually asserting yourself and your needs, you will actually find that there's a real transformation occurs from it. So even though change is scary, and actually standing up for yourself and asserting your own will around others in that essence, no, I don't want to do this, I'd rather do this. This is actually going to bring a lot of transformation to you throughout that week. Next up, we have Gemini. Now, Tony to Gemini. What's happening for Gemini? How can Gemini get the best out of their week from the 3rd to the 9th of January? So, Gemini, how to get the best out of your week is about having patience and allow yourself to show that softer, vulnerable side. Actually, what you don't want to do is get your back up. Get that hackle up, stop being so prickly and show that softness, and that will actually bring it won't just nourish you, but it'll nourish others around you and the relationships that you have. And I know that it's something that you might not want to be doing at the moment. Not everybody wants to show their vulnerabilities, but by doing that, you'll actually find that it'll bring about a bit of a change, and you'll have some breakthroughs within your actual life, whether that be in work or whether that be at home, in love in general. The best way for you to actually get the most out of your week is to have patience. Show your kind of vulnerable side and something that you've actually been trying to prevent from happening. Just be a bit softer. Cancer. Now, what's happening for Cancer? How can Cancer get the best out of their week from the 3rd until the 9th of January. How can Cancer get the best out of their week? Remember to return at the end of the week and let me know in the comments how this has applied to you. I'll be interested to see. So Cancer, I would say the focus heavily this week for you to get the best this week is actually get you kind of the family. So focusing on family, and family are those who you consider to be family to you also. Actually, you could be really needing to show a lot of strength. So being there, being somebody's rock, it looks like there could be some disruption that's actually that other people could be facing, in which it's going to need you to be that kind of show of strength for them. It does look like it's around those that you are closest, immediately closest to, and it looks like it could be creating some kind of difficulties. I would say that there is a need. What you might struggle with is accepting the fact that some things are not fair and some things are not going to move forward or not going to develop in the way in which you would like to or hope. So in that essence, it's like how to get the best is accept that things sometimes aren't fair in life. Accept that sometimes things just don't flourish or grow in the way that you want. You don't get the developments that you're wishing, and that brings with it its own kind of turbulence anyway. But by having that kind of that mental strength, that physical strength, you'll be able to push through and create the changes in which you're wanting. So what's happening now for Leo? How can Leo get the best out of their week from the 3rd to the 9th of January? How can Leo get the best out of their week? So Leo, again, it's about kind of when things might be moving a little bit too fast for you within your life, certain elements within your life. It could be to do with relationships, or it could be to do with some kind of talents that you have, or something that you've been gifted, or you might be wanting to gift others, but that you're not wanting to face how quickly things are moving. So to get the best out of your week, I would say that actually, allow yourself, see how things are moving forward. And even though it might feel like it's really kind of rocking your foundations in the pace in which things pick up through the week, actually, be still in yourself. Don't hold back too much. Allow things to just go with the flow a lot more. Things will come more to you from that. I would say there is a need actually to keep some forms of communication. So some things that you might be planning on working on, for them to come to fruition, or a job offer, for example, for something like that to be offered to you, there's a need to kind of hold back what you're telling others. So don't tell everybody everything that's going on within your life. Hold some things back, allow things to develop, because that will allow you then, by holding some things back and not spilling all to everyone, it'll allow you really to kind of minimize any disruption that could be caused from that. So what's for Virgo? How can Virgo get the best out of their week from the 3rd to the 9th of January? My friend Joanne, she's a Virgo, so I'll be interested to see how she'd get the best out of her week. Virgo. So Virgo, I think there's a need to kind of look at the way in which others communicate with you and what conversations you're wanting or willing to allow yourself to come be party of, in that essence, what you're willing to take. I would say that there is some potential for some arguments to be occurring. So to get the best out of those, I would be actually looking at family. Concentrate on family, concentrate on what you bring to the family as well. And that family, like I keep saying, it doesn't have to be blood relatives, but it can also be those that you consider like friends, because friends can often be as close to you as what your actual siblings can. I would say there's a need to really slow down by the end of the week to get the best out of it. And by slowing down, it'll allow you to kind of regather your energies and prepare yourself for the momentum that's going to be coming for the week afterwards from that. So don't be drawn into any arguments that you're not wanting to. Libra's next. So how can Libra get the best out of their week from the 3rd to the 9th of January? Again, if you comment your zodiac sign and your name, I'll pick somebody at random and they'll get a free in-depth reading next week. Libra. So Libra, I would say still tongue rules a wise head, and that's really what's going to bring things to fruition for you. It'll actually change the ways in which things come. So if you've not been hearing things from a while, there's going to be a transformation in that. You're going to be able to really assert yourself, although you might not feel comfortable in doing that. By asserting yourself, actually creating that transformation, you will find that opportunities come towards you from that, things come to light, and that, you know, there's an element of luck. So luck's on your side in that essence. So really the kind of things that have been not working, the things that have, the communication breakdowns that may have been occurring of late for you, by you actually harnessing some self-control, you'll find that those actually dissipate, transform, you'll get a breakthrough from that, and there'll be opportunities arising. Next is Scorpio. So what is Scorpio? How can Scorpio get the best out of their week from the 3rd to the 9th of January? I'm Scorpio moon. How can, so is Tony as well. How can Scorpios get the best out their week from the 3rd to the 9th of January? Wow, Scorpio. So you'll find that actually you're going to run with things this week. How to get the best is just go with it. Allow things to build their own momentum. You might be not wanting to kind of look at the fact that some things haven't been working out. You might not want to admit that some things have been unfair, but actually by looking at that within yourself and admitting what has worked, what has been right, what's not been right, if anything, if you feel like you've been wronged in any way, it's kind of like moving beyond that. Allow yourself to move beyond that. And that in its essence is actually really going to be a significant gift to you in that way, because it's actually going to bring a lot more harmony within the dynamics of your relationships with others around you. It's actually going to allow you to kind of feel a lot more love for yourself, but also it's going to allow you to actually see clearly the relationships and the love and the kind of collaborations that you've got, the meaning that they all bring to you, which again is going to provide a breakthrough. So it seems more like a love reading to me this week for Scorpio. So Scorpio, things will move forward within your love life. If you actually allow things to gather momentum, you look at what's working and what's not, what's fair and what's not. You have that frank discussion about that. You see that kind of, you see the love that you've got, you see what you've got to offer, and you see what people have got to offer you as well. That will then strengthen and bring more harmony within your relationships and provide kind of like a breakthrough within them. It will actually turn things around. So where you, as you've been thinking maybe things aren't working out and this isn't going the way that I would like, you'll find things will significantly shift for you if you were to take that approach. So next up, we're going on to Sagittarius. So how can Sagittarius get the best out of their week from the 3rd to the 9th of January? So Sagittarius, I think that really there is, you need to kind of, you might be really driven to be trying to create new this week, but it's about kind of holding back on that, or kind of slowing it down that little bit. Focus on what makes you happy this week. Focus on what makes you happy, and from that gain some kind of clarity about what it is you want. So you could be sharing with others what your dreams or aspirations be, or what it is that you want from particular situations, what makes you happy. And it's all about kind of what makes you happy. You're going to be focusing on what makes you happy and the ways in which you can actually bring that forth. Again, it's about not looking at what hasn't worked and what's not working, but look at more as what is and what you can grow from that. So next up we have Capricorn. How can Capricorns get the best out of their week from the 3rd to the 9th of January? Sign of Capricorn. How can they get the best out of their week? 3rd to the 9th of January. So Capricorn, again, it's about focusing on those that you love the most around you, so focusing on those within the family, actually looking at what you're wanting to build, look at what you're wanting to create, what legacy, what kind of inherent traits you're wanting to pass on to others or wanting to build upon, and allow some things to transform from that. I feel like if you push too hard, you really won't get the developments that you want. So it's about kind of, just don't push too hard for yourself, but actually put the emphasis on those around you within your life, the things around you within your life that you want to actually have growth and kind of build something tangible long term from. Aquarius next. So how can Aquarius get the best out of their week from the 3rd to the 9th of January? So Aquarius, how to get the best from your week. So I would say that it's don't let your emotions get the better of you. If anything's kind of disrupting your kind of inner zen, making you feel like you're lacking, just don't allow that. Just don't allow yourself to dwell too much. Don't allow yourself to be emotionally drawn into things that's going to actually be at your detriment. So don't let things run you down in any way. Actually, when you're needing to what you might not want to be doing, but what you're needing to be doing is actually, focus on yourself. So when people are trying to put you down, for example, don't allow people to put you down, but actually pour that love into yourself, put effort into yourself, and keeping yourself emotionally stable in that essence, even though it might be something that, you're not used to doing. It'll actually allow you to kind of nurture yourself more, grow a lot more within yourself from that. And also it'll prevent your feelings of stuck. So if you're feeling stuck at all in your life and you're feeling like you're just hitting obstacle after obstacle and you're getting put down, it's about, not allowing anything else to disrupt you, not coming from a lack mindset at all in any way, actually pouring into your own cups, of putting in effort into you and actually nourishing you and coming out of that feeling of stuckness. And finally, we have Pisces. So how can Pisces get the best from their week from the 3rd to the 9th of January? How can Pisces get the best out of their week? Like I say, comment your sign below and let me know how it's gone for you, if any of it's applied. I like to know if things resonate for you or not. And also, if you put your name and your zodiac sign, I will do an in-depth read for somebody at random. How can Pisces get the best 3rd to the 9th? So Pisces, how to get the best is actually, facing that inner conflict is something that you don't want to do. You might be conflicted upon yourself at times this week, and it's about facing that. So actually owning yourself, standing up for yourself, so assertion. So again, that's something that you might not necessarily feel comfortable doing, but actually from that, it's about then needing to look at, you really do, there's a heavy need for you to look at what's not working for you and what does not make you happy this week, because that's going to allow you to actually move forward really fast within your life. It's going to provide a kind of a lot more emotional enrichment in that sense, and it's going to prevent you from feeling vulnerable or weak if that is something that you've been going through at the moment. Actually, look at what's not working, what's not making you happy, and then move forward. Look and assess and make those steps into what you can do to actually actively change that. Thank you all very much for watching the runes readings. If you would like to learn the runes, there is a book available for that, and also come onto the WDA website. There's runes courses, and also there's a runes group on Facebook where you can actually learn, practice and grow within your runes journey. I wish you all the best of luck for the week, and I look forward to seeing you all next week. Thank you all very much. Bye bye.